Triple flicks. Dropping ya.
Yo, it's the Viz, Visual Expression, here to do my top 5 scariest movie characters. You saw Tony's video last week, you're getting Chad's next week, so it's my turn to do it. But interesting topic. We keep trying to pick topics where we might get like a variety of answers, so between the three of us we have a lot of the same interests, so sometimes it gets a little difficult picking a category that'll work for the three of us. But anyways, new setup here. This is just a simple video to make. I don't have anything to show you or anything, so I'm just filming it sitting on the couch. But let's get into it. Number 5, Regan from The Exorcist, Linda Blair. This used to be my number 1, but just over time it's kind of changed. Obviously, I think the movie is terrifying, especially if you see it like when you're a little bit younger. I think it's still effective today if you're seeing it for the first time, but yeah, terrifying. I mean, there's nothing really to be said about any of these characters. You might not think they're as scary as I do, but we can all, I think, agree that in a real life situation, if little kid Regan was sitting beside you in that situation going on, terrifying. It is what it is. Number 4, I could not stay away from it, and I know a lot of people probably won't agree with me, but Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie remakes, especially the second one. The second one, like not when he's like walking around with the beard, but at the beginning of the movie, like in the little dream sequence, which is a lot like what he is in the first one, but he is so scary in that, what is it, like 10-15 minute scene in the hospital. I mean, I just couldn't keep it off the list. He is so terrifying. You know, I think the original Michael Myers is scary, but there's something about that Rob Zombie one, #RonZombie, remake Michael Myers that's he's just so big. It's amazing. So great. Number 3. I feel like I needed to add one kind of normal person into the top 5. So I'm going to say Jack from The Shining, Jack Nicholson. So scary, so terrifying. And he's just like a regular dude that loses it. You know, it's not like he gets like supernatural or anything. You know, he just loses his mind and just wants to kill everybody. Super scary, so scary. So that obviously that movie being so good, I think makes him scarier. If you took his character and put it in a weaker movie, it might not have been as effective. But Jack Nicholson, pretty terrifying. Number 2. I've talked about this movie before, but the Blair Witch sequel that came out a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, just titled Blair Witch. You actually get to see something at the end of the movie. You just get little glimpses, so you have to go back and look at a still shot. Obviously I just showed a picture, but the Blair Witch, from what they show, if that's what it is, it could be the Blair Witch, it could be something else, but I mean, so scary. I mean, just the whole body. They talk about how the Blair Witch, when she was hung, like they would put something on their legs and stretch them out or something. And when you see the figure, it's like super long. It looks like it's part of the trees, kind of. It's terrifying. So, yeah, that's my number 2. And number 1, this is always... This and Regan from The Exorcist, I mean, growing up were always the 2 scariest things. But this was the original, you know, Freddy. He was the original horror character that just terrified me as a kid. And I didn't even see all the movies. my older brother would watch them, and he had like the the Fresh Prince, Nightmare on My Street, or whatever it was called. Even that song, I remember hearing that when I was little, like hanging out with my brother, and then going to bed and thinking Freddy was like in my closet. It was just traumatizing. So even though those movies aren't so great, and obviously he's not as scary now, but just what that felt like as a kid, kind of like set the bar when it came to introducing myself to horror, watching movies and stuff. Freddy was kind of like the top dog that always freaked me out. I didn't watch Exorcist until a little bit later on, when I was a little bit older, but Freddy was the like OG scary character for me, like growing up. So I had to put him on here. It just kind of is what it is, but that's my top 5. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what next month's top 5 is going to be, but we're really enjoying these. It's fun putting these out each month, but hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below, let me know what you think about them. Leave your top 5 so I can see what other people say. And thanks for watching. It's the Viz Triple Flicks Mafia. Peace out.